Right, in this video, I'm going to be explaining why most faceless channels never make any money whatsoever, and here's exactly how you can fix it. If this is your first time ever coming across my channel, you don't know who I am as a person, a quick overview of what we do. This is my website. We've gotten some pretty decent client results for both myself as well as my clients. So if you want the same results, you want to work directly with me, link in description for you to apply. Genuinely, and I mean this with all my heart, I want you to open a Google Doc and write this down, type this down somewhere, because the last thing I want you to do is waste another 15, 20, 25 minutes watching this entire video, have no notes down, apply the same crap that you're doing to your channel, and then not get any results, right? You're genuinely wasting your time if you don't have a sheet of new learnings and then applying that over to your channel. It is crucial and imperative that you take exactly the ideas and information which I've allocated over the last 3 to 5 years of YouTube experience over to your implementation. The way these videos always work is that I have a link in the description where people apply to get their channel reviewed by me specifically. And I have over 103 applications. In this video, I'll probably review a couple of them and give you the exact details on what I would personally do if I was in your shoes to actually start making some money, make a change, boom, 5K a month, 10K a month, whatever your goal is. So starting off with this first person, he says, "Hi Danny, I'm launching a documentary style business channel focused on economical, blah, 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 boring as crap. Let me just first see your channel as a whole. Your main challenges, you're struggling to balance audience engagement with high quality research-based content." Okay. Okay, so basically, I'm not going to read all this. This looks baloney. This is all bollocks. What you're saying is that you're getting, after 6 months, 8 subscribers, 2,000 views, which just means that your videos are terrible in a nutshell, right? You have 25 videos. I would say this right off the bat, post more content. This is why I say in all of my content, volume negates luck so much. This is point number 1, write this down, because when you upload more, not only do you have a better chance of getting views, but you will learn more. How the hell do you think Michael Phelps got to go to swimming? How do you think I got to go to YouTube? I didn't just post 25 videos. I posted like 25,000 videos. I'm not even joking. One channel, one of my main or bigger channels, it has 7,000 or 8,000 videos on it. So what I'm going to tell you right now, brother, is literally start posting 25 videos per month. 1 video a day minimum. And right off the bat, your thumbnails look like they're worse than ChatGPT created thumbnails. Oh my goodness. One thing is that you can now use artificial intelligence, literally ChatGPT, to I'll literally show you how you can do it. So if you go to ChatGPT, I want you to first find a channel a lot bigger than yours, in the same niche as yours, and understand how they design the structure of their content. Your best video has 200 views in 3 months. Don't even know who this person's name is. Bob Eager. No clue, okay? You might want to focus and shift towards something like Mark Zuckerberg just because he's more famous. You'll get more view potential anyways because it's a more broad thing. Let me click on your most recent.
Billions of pieces of data sucked into the...
Okay, so this is the first 3 seconds. Analyze it closely.
Billions of pieces of data sucked into the shadows.
Billions of pieces of data sucked in the shadows. What kind of hook is that? I'm being so honest with you and transparent. That is not a pattern interrupt. You want to have a crazy pattern interrupt that is not commoditized and not the average thing that everyone else says, but you also don't want it to sound like an ad. That genuinely sounded like an advertisement. Let me just play it back in.
Billions of pieces of data sucked into the shadows.
Billions of pieces of data sucked into the shadow. What does that mean? Okay, this title is Facebook Amazing Comeback After Cambridge Analytica. This is the biggest thing. You want to meet and satisfy the viewer expectations literally within the first few seconds, which will determine whether or not they click on the relevant enough video. If they choose that it has met their expectations, they're going to watch for another minute or another 2 minutes, and they're going to watch the body of the video once that first minute or 2 still satisfies what they're looking for. So within your first 3 seconds, if your title is this, which could also use improvement, I would say something like, Facebook just had one of the craziest, amazing comebacks after whatever that even means. And in this video, I'm going to be explaining how they did it, blah, 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 blah. I have no clue what this title even is, but just that interrupt, that change alone within your hook will help you get a better retention. Your title looks, I don't even know what this means, Analytica, but let me just watch it.
Democracy put to the test. A web giant on the brink of collapse, Facebook. The name that shook. The Cambridge Analytica scandal. An indelible digital scar.
Yeah, I don't even know what the topic is about. Maybe because I'm old and I don't know what this means. Cambridge Analytica. But in a nutshell, you have a lot of improvement. Let's actually do this. Let me first show you how to change the thumbnail so you can have even a higher view potential. Anyways, one of your biggest struggles is literally everything. Your package is not good, your intro is not good, and those are the two deciding factors whether or not you will get views. I like some of these ones, like this one, the shocking truth behind Boeing's $80 billion disaster. I'll do probably the dark truth, or the dark truth Boeing was hiding from you since their $80 billion disaster. Something like that, which makes it more intriguing. Pattern interrupts are very, very crucial when it comes to getting a click. Because browse-based content, you're convincing other people to click on your video. You're not making something that's already in constant demand. Vice versa, that's the strategy I do. Pattern interrupt. I made all my money and all my views from evergreen content that was already in demand. So me earning the click, me getting a high CTR was already very easy. But for browse-based content, because you're literally convincing someone to click on your video, you have to have a crazy big pattern interrupt. First things first, we're gonna skip the ChatGPT for now. We're gonna go back into that once we find a competitor channel that we can model off of. So the way I do this and I structure it is very, very simple. And the information I provide to you is going to be very simple anyways in a nutshell because it's not rocket science. YouTube automation isn't rocket science, but it is imperative that you actually apply it because simple doesn't mean it's easy. Company insiders. I like some of these ideas. For example, how Facebook bounced back after billions of data vanished. Sure. Let's type this in and then see if there's any other videos or channels or something in your niche that has been thrived and been proven to work. So another thing I've noticed is that your niche is genuinely so weird that I don't think there's so much view potential in it anyways. It's like Facebook, businesses, companies that are collapsing because you jump from Facebook to planes back to Facebook into Nestle, there's really no specific avatar that you are attracting or a specific fan base because the fan bases of Boeing is going to be completely different from Nestle, which is going to be also completely different from Facebook as well. So unless you're making content that is constantly in demand, that is like searched for, and that's where you're attracting your traffic, then you're fine. But you're not. You're doing browse-based content that's like viral-based. So you have to really find one specific avatar. I would niche down to only Facebook or only something. Now this channel is doing decent, 183,000 views per month. His best video was something like this, which was just an interview clip. Okay. What does AI know about you? Okay, this is a really bad competitor channel. So, brother, I might even just switch up your entire channel as a whole because you also said that you've been doing this for 6 months. You got 2,000 views, 8 subscribers. You're genuinely just in the wrong niche. Like that could be one thing. But I know airplanes help quite a bit. There's definitely some. So okay, let's do airplane. Let's do airplane. The shocking truth behind Boeing's $80 billion disaster. Okay, let's actually get some stuff now. I want to help you out here. You're actually like the only channel that shows up, which is not good. Boeing struggled to regain trust. 7,000. I want to find one with like 40,000, something like that. But that doesn't look like a competitor channel. So maybe this one. Is this a competitor channel? Please be. 47 Aviation, bruh. Views are terrible. Okay, literally, I'll be so honest, like just switch your entire niche. This niche looks very bad, and the reason why I say that is because you don't have a lot of competitor channel. Oh, hold on a second. This one looks very, very good. 25,000 views in 4 days. Very small channel. This is the peak of what you want to see. So he flopped his first 3, and then look at this pattern interrupt. Boeing crash. This is an AI generated thumbnail, and it looks very good and has been proven to get views, and this entire title is good. I would copy this exact structure and add your own spin to it. So every deadly Boeing crash explained, instead of in 11 minutes, make it 15 minutes, 46 minutes, whatever. But what we're going to do is take that exact thumbnail structure, and then I'm going to screenshot it. Boom. Crop it like that. And then what I'm going to do is ChatGPT, open, add photos and files, recent, screenshot. Hello, ChatGPT. I want you to make me a new thumbnail following this exact format where you have a burning, crashing plane in a very high sky environment and have the words deadly crash. And I want you to make it's slightly different from it, but also just as enticing and crazy to maximize for a CTR on a YouTube thumbnail. That's my prompt. Boom. ChatGPT has gotten so good where you can literally create near identical and realistic thumbnails that will get a good CTR without spending hundreds on a freelancer, without a turnover time of 24 hours. This is going to take 30 seconds. And if you don't like it, what I always do is I shift the prompt and make it so that way with a few tweaks is going to change into the near identical version that I had in my head. AI is never like bad or good, the equal. It's literally a direct proportion to how good the prompts you give it are. Does that make sense? Comment yes if that makes sense. Yeah, while it's doing that, I want to kind of explain every deadly Boeing crash. I would genuinely copy this title word for word because it's been proven to work. Once you find data and you understand what kind of works better, then you can go into your own. What I could also do is take this title and then ask ChatGPT to give me very similar variants of different titles and ideas to post for your channel. But yeah, we got finally some type of proof of concept. Then what I would also do is find a second proof of concept. Now, notice how this video is 10 years ago, but it went so viral, 22 million views, and it applies to the broad mass audience. So what I want you to do is understand, why did this do so good? How all passengers survived the miracle on the Hudson. You could do something like how all passengers survived the emergency crash or something similar to miracle. Type in miracle synonyms. Let me do that. Miracle. I'm helping you out so much here. Holy crap. Mystery. Sign. Survived the mystery miracle. That sounds bad, actually. Okay, we're going to go back to this, but I also want you to work off of this specific idea. But this is the thumbnail. They completely cooked it. I want you to not copy at 101, but I want you to maybe have the text on the top left instead of the top right. And then I also want you to make the ratio 16:9 so I can post it as a YouTube thumbnail. And then if you can also make the plane more broken somehow, maybe some cracks, maybe the wing is broken. Boom. Now, while we're waiting for that, let's go back to this. How all passengers survived the miracle on the Hudson. What I would literally also do is just take this. I want you to take this idea because it's going to be proven to work. If I literally just type this in, let's see how many people try to copy it. Boom. The miracle landing on the Hudson River. Very, very similar. It did very good as well. So literally divert to the airplane niche because there's so much more potential for it. And let's actually check out this competitor channel and see what they've specifically done
All of it.
to grow so big. Look at all these. Crazy, right? Worst plane crashes of all time. How many views is this guy getting per month? No clue, but I got 287 million views, which is really, really good. It's outlier. Basically, just check what its best performer was from the last couple of videos. It seems like this one and this one, right? Why they do good. This one looks very, very similar to these thumbnails that we just saw. And this one, West Air Sweden flight spirals down. They're all crashes, airplane disasters, or miracles where people didn't die from the disaster. That works well. So divert to that niche and literally AI all the thumbnails. Let's see. This is still generating. So forget miracle synonym. You take that idea as well. Literally just take this specific channel and see what they're doing right? This one is spirals down, Mayway air disaster. We can go into how the structure of the video is actually created after this ChatGPT makes our thumbnail for us. But let's go back to
All available assistance
let's go back to the actual video topic, right? How all passengers survived miracle on the Hudson, the miracle land. So the word miracle is in both of them, and they both did very, very good, which tells us we want to use miracle as well. The miracle landing on the Hudson. Okay, what I'm going to literally do is take this and then ChatGPT. Boom! This is going to be the thumbnail that you're going to use. Look how amazing that looks. It looks flawless. Deadly crash rather than whatever that first one was. Don't even know where the thumbnail went, but deadly crash. Oh wait, hold on. This was a completely different channel that I was looking into. But boom, this is going to be the thumbnail they're going to use. And then you're going to title it the same thing, but instead of however they title, I lost it somewhere. Instead of Boeing crash, do deadly crash. So every deadly Boeing crash explained in XYZ minutes. And then the way they structured this intro is very important. Let's watch it real quick.
Tenerife Airport Disaster, 1977. On March 27th, 1977.
Notice how within the first 5 seconds, it goes right into the specific reason you clicked on it, right? It goes right into the actual crash and what happened exactly. So you don't even have to add anything fancy, just have it somewhat relevant in terms of visuals, and then the context, the captions, the voiceover, exactly the same as what you would expect from the title. Boom, flawless execution, 25,000 views on a completely new channel. Just copy that. Let's go back now to the original thing, like all the way to the last thing. Cannot find it, whatever. What was it called? We could just probably find it from here. What was the title? Right. Miracle Hudson airplane. If I just type in Miracle Hudson, it will literally show up, right? How all passengers survived the miracle on the Hudson. So now I want to do give me 10 viral and clickable title variants for how all passengers survived. And then do the exact same process of how we made that original thumbnail with this one, right? Make it more enticing and more pattern interrupt. So maybe add like a fire again at the back of the engine, and maybe a different angle of perception. Like this is the back angle of the airplane. Maybe have it as a side angle or a front angle. I would actually do both and split test it within YouTube's features because they have A/B split testing. If you've no clue how to do that, you're kind of dumb. You should be able to know how to do it. I'm just kidding, you're not dumb. It's a joke. If you click on details in your video, you go all the way down to thumbnails. Click on this, you click on test and compare, you submit your other thumbnails here, and then YouTube is going to split test it for you so you can see which one actually performs better. Okay, boom, just literally pick one, or pick the most clickable title for me. Boom. And then just literally use that. You will have so much of a better view potential and better chance of growing when you just execute exactly what I just showed you. Everyone survived this plane crash. Here's how. No, that's terrible. Don't do that. We want to include the word miracle. We want to include the actual keywords that worked for both those videos, right? Like when I type this video in, the other one has miracle. What else is there? And maybe Hudson, right? Miracle and Hudson. So I want you to include the two words miracle and Hudson within these titles. Boom. That's it. That's going to be the prompt. Perfect. The miracle in the Hudson, how everyone survived. Or something like that. Perfect. Everyone survived the Hudson crash. That one was terrible. ChatGPT is not doing good. So because ChatGPT is dumb, they don't know what properly works. So we have to feed it with more data. So literally just go here. Let's just click on this channel as a competitor channel. And then most popular, just go like this. Boom. These are all 2 million plus views. So I'm about to submit you a list of data. All these titles have 2 million plus views. I want you to analyze them and find specific patterns that you notice that causes these titles to do so well and get millions of views, and then apply that to this new title of Miracle Hudson. So that's the prompt I gave ChatGPT, and then just paste all that data in so they can read it. ChatGPT is smart enough to understand what this is, by the way. So use of power words, perfect. So now ChatGPT is going to be a lot smarter. Now they're going to give me actually good titles that will do good. I spent way too long just helping this first channel. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's wrap it up after this. Perfect, original idea. Oh, hold on, that was a topic. Okay, this one's a lot better actually. I really like this, but I want to include the word Hudson. Boom, look at that. 155 people, no engine, miracle landing on the Hudson, or miracle crash, or something like that, right? These all look very, very clickable. Boom, this jet was doomed until the miracle on the Hudson. I like that one as well. I like this one. I like this one because it has words and it's tangible. So use this one, okay? Use this title, use the thumbnail from ChatGPT that I showed you how. Literally copy exactly what happened within the first 30 seconds. You will print like this channel, okay? How many? I don't even know how many views this guy's getting. Let me just double check that. Bro, you have the potential to get 13 million views per month, which is $30,000 minimum per month, assuming, no, way more actually, because his videos are 45 minutes to an hour long to 5 hours. Bro, the RPM on here is like $10 to $15 bare minimum. Let's be conservative. $10 RPM. This channel is generating $130,000 per month. Are you kidding me right now? I might even get into this niche myself just because of how good it is, okay? Do this. Just what the hell are you doing with whatever this is? Companies just switch to this niche. Boom, I saved your life. This is insane. This is incredible. Right? Cool. Let's go into the next person. Bathroom break. I'm gonna have to edit this out. Right. Crime tales. I'm not getting views on my long videos. There's probably a reason why. Because crime, in a nutshell, has some of the most high view potential and one of the best niches when it comes to viral-based content. So there's definitely a reason why you're failing. The first question I want to ask you is, how are you finding your videos? Are you finding them and literally taking them from other videos that has already been uploaded and gotten views? Or are they fresh footage that you find directly from police places? Because they're very different. There's channels who directly get footage from the police station that's original, never been seen before. So I want you to literally try to copy that rather than just taking footage, if that's what you're doing, okay? But your most popular video is, again, very, very bad. She cut her boyfriend's head off and put it in a bucket. That is very pattern corrupt. So there's nothing wrong with your title. It's just your thumbnail does not match the title whatsoever, which makes it no reason for me to click on, right? You have to make sure that the thumbnail complements. You don't want it to be like a one-on-one copy. You don't want it to be different. You want it to complement the title. So you don't even have to have any words or text within the thumbnails because that's what the title is for. You want to have the thumbnail like the woman holding a head. Okay, that might get terminated. But figure out some sort of illusion to have maybe the woman holding a bucket and then you see a head that's peeped out of the bucket. Daniel, how do you make that thumbnail? ChatGPT it. Give it the prompt. Tweak it a couple times. Let's actually do that right now. Hello, ChatGPT. I want you to make me a really interesting thumbnail that's very, very enticing to click on. The title is She Cut Her Boyfriend's Head Off and Put It in a Bucket. Now, because this is risky, I want you to have a girl in a criminal orange jumper jacket holding a bucket with a head that's just popped out right on the bucket. And maybe have the eyes closed because it's dead. Okay, maybe add a little bit of blood, but make this a 16:9 ratio YouTube thumbnail. Boom! Right. Let's see what it cooks up. Let me also go ahead and paste this right inside of YouTube. Did you mimic this from anyone? It seems like it's like something from this one. And it did very, very good in views, right? She put his head in a bucket. WTF is wrong with Taylor Swift XYZ. One of the best ways to copy what works, and I've done this before, so I'm telling you firsthand, is you literally copy the title, but you just reverse it. What do I mean by that? Instead of saying, she put his head in a bucket, what the F is wrong with Taylor, I would do, what the F is wrong with Taylor, she put his head in a bucket. Literally just swap it like that. 180 flip. It will literally do good because the format itself is proven. You're just restructuring it. What else? This is a crazy timeline. And it's a story that's a year ago. So it could still do good. I mean, yeah, 2 years ago it did very, very good. And then 1 year ago it did very, very good again. Let's see what it has. Okay, well, that's not good. Sure. I want you to make it as close as possible to what I've just mentioned, but also save policy thumbnail idea, so that way it's less graphic violence and it's actually allowed. Boom. Let's see what ChatGPT cooks up. If it's not good, then you can use different AI thumbnail designers. Like there's Pixels that you can use. There's probably Grok or Claude that you can try as well. But what you want to do is find proven cases, which you already did. Let me just go through your content again. 54 videos, right? A lot of your titles actually look fine. She smiled, said goodbye, and then disappeared forever. Oh. what I would probably do as a change is like have a really red and big X, so that way it's like also complementing the disappeared part of the title. He thought no one would know what he did with the ex-wife. Also, this is very important as well. Some channels naturally have a shadow ban on it because YouTube thinks that it's a bot channel. So the way you check this is if you posted 54 videos, you go through all your content, and your impressions are just incredibly low, like they never go past a certain number, 500 impressions, 1,000 impressions, you're probably shadow banned. For your case, though, I don't think you are shadow banned just because you have some videos with 250 views in 5 months, which is pretty decent. So let's just see back here to ChatGPT is not doing good. Okay, so screw ChatGPT. We're going to, you can definitely use some other AIs, but what you have to do is, because you have a decent amount of data and not all of your videos, if any of them actually even did good, you have to identify if it's the package reason or the actual first couple of seconds. Most of the time it's a package reason, because even with a really bad hook, you will still get very good views if you have a very, very good package. Package just basically means title and thumbnail, right? So crime tales, let's find some crime competitor channels and find some patterns that we can allocate into your own channel. This is what I always like to do with my clients as well. So crime tales, paste that here, crime tales. How do I find competitor channels? Maybe this. Boom. Paste your little title in here. Let's actually find a very big, okay, this one, 94,000 subscribers. This is the perfect competitor channel size, crime related. Notice how all of their thumbnails are the exact same. This is so crucial. I forgot to mention this. Winning thumbnails, when you have something that works, just run that for your entire channel because it's proven to work. And that also builds up a better brand. So when people come across that specific format, they know it's good. They identify similar thumbnails with the branding and the perception of value that you gave the first time or the last time they came across your channel. Does that make sense? So when they find the same one, they're going to click on it more likely than not, rather than a completely new strategy. With that being said, though, this channel, is it a good one? 1 million views per month, not bad. They're probably doing 5 to 7K views per dollars per month. And their best one was this one. He didn't know that he lived with a monster. The horrible case, right? And the reason why that actually would work quite good. Look, notice how the face of the girl is like, it's like a monster. So it literally complements the title. Those are the best packages. It doesn't have the crazy fancy, crazy edited. Just have it somewhat complement and you'll be fine. So I would probably do a very, very similar case to this specific one. This is probably going to go on to reach multiple hundreds of thousands of views.
Just before midnight, unshot wound.
Ooh! How did this not get restricted? Not too sure. But yeah, you can literally see like the rest of the video is really boring. It doesn't matter like what the rest of the video is. As long as the hook is okay and then the thumbnail and packaging is very, very locked in, you'll be fine. And so also a pattern I noticed is that all of their thumbnails always has multiple heads, right? This one has 2 heads, this one has 2 heads, this one has 2 heads. His most popular ones has 2 heads. This one has multiple heads. So you can either copy the strategy of having like 5+ heads or 2 heads. I would probably just do 2 heads because that's the most easy. This one got literally over 500,000 views. This one got 388,000 views. This is one of the most twisted cases. Notice how all of them have pattern interrupts and also like a twist to it, right? This one is literally the most twisted case. And then this one, the twist is that he lived with a monster, right? So copy that proven format, copy the thumbnail pattern, and what I would also do is take all of this, copy all his best performing videos, put it into ChatGPT and train your ChatGPT to find patterns and to understand what works as a proven title variant to maximize for clicks and views for this specific niche. So that way you will perfect your packaging and only have to focus on title, thumbnail, packaging the first 30 seconds of your content and you'll be golden, okay? So you're right over there. This is honestly a lot better and easier to do well than the other one. So just fix that and you'll be completely fine. Hopefully that'll help you get views on your long content. But yeah, this video is way too long, so I'm going to end it here. If you want to get reviewed by me in a future video, apply below. And if you want to work directly with me and literally have me one-on-one with you, with my coaches as well, to help you get crazy results, 5K a month, 10K a month, whatever your goal is, link in the description, you get to work directly with me. And yeah,